guys. I'm gonna rebuild the Cloutank M3. Rebuild the coil on that. I tried looking up online, they didn't have anything, so I sat here and I figured out how to do this. You need your basic wire, something to wrap it on. I mean, you know your basic coil making videos. If you don't, easily look up one of those, find out how to make a coil. I just kind of got everything taken apart here, ready to go. Just show you how to put it together. I will explain how to take it apart and show you all that. Here you have your before. I've taken this apart here. Got your coil in there, all that. Basically what you'll do is this little gold ring on the bottom, you'll take some pliers and it just pulls out. It doesn't unscrew or nothing, just pulls right out. Set that aside, and you'll come back up to your top with your coil, grab that, slide that out. Then you'll have this little white ring on the bottom. You're going to want to take that out too. I'll explain that why once we get down the road. Start with so it's got to stuck together here. I don't know what you guys, I like to make mini coils. I use a little sewing needle for when I do make mine. But right now I have one made that I made last night before doing this. Just right here. And try to get your wires nice and straight. This isn't like your drippers or anything like that. They kind of just go straight down and in. Until you'll take your top that holds your coil. There's 2 holes in the bottom. I don't know if you can see those on the camera. I know my lighting in here is kind of shitty. You guys not might want to see too much of this. But you'll take your wires, line them up in those holes. I mean, if you got one of these, I'm sure if you take it apart, you'll know what I'm talking about. You put that in there. Coil setting up in there. Wires coming out the bottom. Then what I'd like to do is I'll take this, I'll hold it up against it, and you see how much I got left over. So I'll try to clip that off before I put it in there. I know I ain't got no easy things to clip that shit with right now. I'm using my snips, some roofing. We'll clip those off. Tighten that back up, make sure I got that. Take off a little bit more. Don't really want them sticking out of the thing. And just be right and even. Yes, just kind of like that. Perfectly even. And then we'll take them, stick them in it. There's a little lip in there, it may get hooked, just kind of wiggle it a little bit. And you'll set your coil in there. Now, the white ring that I explained to you had to take out. This is where that comes in handy. Because your 2 wires on the bottom, you don't want them both in the center of this little white ring. One of them on the outside of it, and one of them in the center of it. So when you put this on, you gotta leave one of those inside of it and make sure one of them stays outside. Otherwise your connection's gonna be wrong and it's not gonna fire. So I get that sewing needle. Got that sitting on there. I'll pull my wire in a little better. Take this back off. There we go. I'll put that on there. coil a little bit at top, sometimes it'll get pushed over to the side. You know, just take your finger or something, you know, kind of push it, try to make sure it stays even in the coil. I don't really want it touching the walls. There you go, the coil setting in there perfectly. Wire, one setting in the center of that white ring, one on the outside of it. And then what we'll do is the last step, which is this little gold ring here, or this little gold, I'm not even sure what to call it, pen or whatever. And you'll stick that in that hole in the bottom, and that gives that that wire in there its connection. Once you're all done with that, you can take, I have a mechanical mod, G. That's what I use mine on. And we'll go ahead and screw this coil in and give it a test. And yeah, as you see, I'll watch here, we'll cool down and fires right on up, nice and pretty like. So that's how you rebuild your dry herb coil. Thanks for watching, and who knows, maybe I'll figure something out in the future.